before we get into this very important lecture, I just want to take a moment to thank all of my supporters, everyone for supporting my channel. You know, my channel will not be where it's at today without all of my supporters. So with that being said, let's get on down to today's lecture, which is, you know, if you are self-employed or own your own business, independent contractor, really listen to this lecture. And you know, when I say self-employed, that means you're working for yourself, rather you own your own, you know, auto shop or salon, or you're doing work from home, your graphics design. You know, you are self-employed. You own your own business, you're your own boss, or independent contractor, and a person can do gig work, you know, doing many different gig works and getting a 1099. That would be considered, gig work would be considered a 1099 independent contractor. You know, if you're a YouTube channel, if you're a content creator and you're making money from social media, that's considered a 1099, you know, because my channel has been monetized going on 3 years. At the end of the year, YouTube will send me a 1099 to reflect, you know, my earnings for the year. So bottom line, if you're your own boss, self-employed, 1099, you need to listen to this lecture. I've been wanting to revisit this topic. You know, I've had a few conversations with some people I met over the past few months who are independent contractors or either own their own company. And first of all, you know, although I retired September of 2023 from state government after working 23 plus years as a licensed clinical addiction specialist, so with my retirement package comes a pension, benefits, medical, and all that. And plus I'm military, so I'm getting benefits behind that also. But I really, you know, want independent contractors or business owners, or if you're a content creator that's considered an independent contractor, to pay attention to this. If you're out there making all of your own money, of however long you've been doing it, make sure you have your own individual 401k account set up, where you are investing money into your retirement on a monthly basis. That is critical if you are working for yourself, because when you get ready to retire, if you haven't done that, then you're not going to have a retirement pension as you enter into retirement, and money hitting you for the rest of your life because from your retirement pension. You got to set up your own individual 401k if you are working for yourself or if you're an independent contractor, because you're not an employee for anybody. You're working for yourself. And if you don't do that, you're going to really feel the serious negative impacts of that when you get ready to retire. And retirement don't mean you have to be so old when you retire. No, if you've been being wise with your money and investments, trust me, a person can retire at any age, as long as that pension they've set up a 401, rather through their own setup or rather through their job. If you're working for yourself, own your own business or independent contract, it's critical that you purchase your own medical insurance. Yeah, you got to have medical coverage on yourself and your family, because if you were an employee with a company, then they pay a big proportion of that. But because you're self-employed, you got to set up and pay for your own medical benefits, your dental benefits, your life insurance. That has to be in place. And you got to do it for yourself and your family. If your significant other, a spouse, doesn't have a traditional W-2 job where she can get that insurance through the company. So if you're working for yourself, you better make sure you have medical insurance, dental insurance, life insurance on yourself, your significant others, and your kids. And because you are an independent contractor or your own business owner, you're going to have to pay for all of those premiums, because if you were linked with a company, they will pay a percentage of that, but now all that's on you. So that's another reason you gotta have adequate insurance on yourself if you're out there making all of this money. Because what's going to happen if you don't have insurance on yourself, or and have it on your family and your significant other, and somebody gets sick, then you are looking at a catastrophic hospital bill. And getting sick don't just apply to elderly people. No, anyone can get sick. Anyone can have an emergency medical crisis, a car accident, and have no insurance on you. And you can literally be up against financial destruction through massive medical bills without having insurance. People take for granted in terms of having health insurance, but not have it and simply going to the doctor. Yeah, they'll see you without insurance, but trust me, you will get a huge bill. Try going to the dentist without any dental insurance. You're going to get a huge bill. And God forbid if you unfortunately died or someone in your family died without that life insurance, burial expenses is catastrophic. So this is real talk, people. So if you're working for yourself, if you're entrepreneur, your own boss, an independent contractor, you have better make sure that you got adequate medical, dental, and life insurance on yourself, your significant other, and your kids. This is real talk. Also, if you're working for yourself or you're an independent contractor, you better have yourself aligned with a good certified public accountant who is going to be doing your personal and business taxes, filing those personal and business taxes, so you do not get in trouble with the Internal Revenue Service for inappropriately filing your taxes. This is real talk. And keeping good receipts and aligning yourself with a good certified public accountant, so you can stay abreast of all of this information in terms of filing your personal taxes and your business taxes on an ongoing basis. This is real talk. I personally know a lot of people who are in business for themselves and get in trouble with the Internal Revenue Service because, number one, they hadn't filed their personal and business taxes in years. Number two, they keep horrible records. This is real talk. And this applies to, I don't care if you're doing gig work, DoorDash, Uber Eats, if you're a content creator getting paid by YouTube or any other social media platform, if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, all of this, what I'm talking about, applies to you. This is real talk. Also, if you're a business owner, independent contractor, make sure that you are paying into your Social Security. You got to get that set up. Make sure you are paying into your Social Security and Medicare. It is your responsibility to get that set up. Because if you out there making all this money as your business owner or entrepreneur or independent contractor, and year after year has gone by, you're in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, you never paid into Social Security or Medicare. So now when you become Social Security age, a person can collect Social Security as early as age 62. Well, if you hadn't been paying money into Social Security, there would be nothing there for you to get. Zero. There's many people who got their retirement check from their job plus Social Security, so that's check number 2, and then they got Medicare benefits. So make sure that you get it set up where you're paying into your Social Security and Medicare, because if you were a traditional employee getting a W-2, take a look at your W-2 if you ever had a W-2 or know somebody with a W-2 job. When they give you that earnings statement, it'll literally show on there where a certain amount is being taken out of employee check for Social Security and Medicare, and also money coming out for your taxes. This is real talk. This is the business side of being an entrepreneur or owning your own business, rather you're a content creator or gig worker, or you working or got your own home business from home, your salon, your barbershop, whatever. If you are working for yourself, Please have all this in place. Because if not, then you can be facing catastrophic financial destruction in the event a medical emergency come up, in the event a medical emergency happen to your family member or significant other. You know, you can get in a lot of trouble with Internal Revenue Service because you haven't been paying your taxes. You're going to either pay now or you're going to pay later. This is real talk. I know people who have got their accounts frozen because they hadn't been paying their taxes to the Internal Revenue Service, but yet they're out there making all this money. I mean, this is real talk right here. If you're an entrepreneur or independent contractor, make sure you are budgeting your money. Yeah, you gotta budget your money like everybody else, you know, because you're gonna want to take vacation. You're gonna want to take time off. So you gotta learn how to be strategic and budget your money and plan vacation along the way. This is real talk. Also, align yourself with a very good financial advisor. This is critical. Those financial advisors will help you set up your 401. They're going to advise you on how to diversify your portfolio. This is real talk. And I'm listening to a lot of people that I meet, and it concerns me. I'm just listening. I talk to a lot of people. And I would say for about the past month, I've met about maybe 3 or 4 entrepreneurs, business owners. You know, you sit down, you meet these people, you talk to them, you conversate with them. I'm just listening to them. Some of them had their own salon. Some of them had their own auto mechanic shop. There was a couple of folks who I met who are content creators, and they do it full time. And they say, okay, so I'm hearing all of this, and I'm just listening. And they talk about, you know, how they're making all this money, how they're able to do all this traveling, and then I'm just listening. I'm just listening as they self-disclose all of this information, because I'm a listener. I'm a licensed therapist. Part of my career, I had to listen. So I'm listening for about a good 30 minutes to these people I met over the course of the past few weeks. So at a certain point, I began to ask, since they put all the information out there, the thought-provoking question. Since you say you're your own boss, you're independent contractor, you're entrepreneur, you know, just a curious question, you know, which is a very important question. Do you have your own 401k set up for retirement? Because by you working for yourself, are you aware you got to set that up? And then I asked another thought-provoking question. You know, do you have medical insurance set up, dental insurance set up, life insurance set up for yourself and your significant other, if your significant other doesn't have a W-2 job? Now, if your significant other got a W-2 job, then there's no concern to have that person set up on all this medical. But are you set up with it? And if you got kids, are your kids set up with insurance? Because it's real important. And then I asked another thought-provoking question, because I'm a businesswoman myself. You know, are you aligned with a good certified public accountant who can stay abreast of your personal and business taxes throughout the year so you do not get in trouble with Uncle Sam? This is real talk. Have you set it up where you're paying into Social Security and Medicare every month? You got to set this up. Because if in many of the people who I asked all of these questions, out of the 3 people I asked these questions, no one said yes to all of these important viewpoints right here. They may have said yes to maybe 2 or 3, but they did not say yes to all of them, and that was scary. That was one of the most important ones that they did not say yes to is they have not set it up where they're paying into Social Security and Medicare. Really, you have not got it set up where you're paying into Social Security and Medicare. That's mind-blowing. And one of them even said that they do not have a certified public accountant. I couldn't imagine. So I say this to say, people, if you are self-employed, you got your own business, even if you're a content creator, because if you are a content creator, because there's nothing wrong being a content creator, you can be a content creator and simultaneously have a W-2 job. You know, I retired from state government, but I would tell any content creator, Don't let whatever amount of money you're making off YouTube be your primary source of income, because your bills can fluctuate. And so you don't want your income being controlled by the algorithm, which it is on social media, because your main bills are not going to fluctuate. Your main bill is going to be the same. So you want to have a primary source of income so you can ensure that you're going to take care of yourself versus relying on income from YouTube. YouTube can shut me down right now. That's not going to stop my retirement checks hit me for the rest of my life. I earned mine, and I'm here to tell you. So if you are an independent contractor, self-employed, gig worker, it is critical that you have a 401k set up, your medical, your dental, your life insurance for yourself, and if applicable for your kids and your significant other. Please have a certified public accountant who's responsible for doing your personal taxes and your business taxes. Make sure you know how to budget, and most importantly, make sure your behind is paying into Social Security and Medicare. Because the beauty about Social Security is, I don't care how old or young you are, Social Security Administration, when you've worked so many years out of your life, they'll give you like a printout, this is about the amount of money you're going to get when you get ready to draw Social Security, and you're also going to apply for Medicare, and that's another little stream of income right there. But imagine for a moment if you never paid into it. Imagine for a moment, I'm literally, and this is a true story. I have a very good friend of mine who I don't personally know the person, but I do have a very good friend of mine. I've been knowing her for over 30 years, where she literally told me that she met someone in the mid-50s who had been self-employed his entire life and made great money, but never paid into Social Security. That's scary. So you're in your mid-50s, you never paid into Social Security or Medicare. So that means he's not going to have anything to pull from Social Security or Medicare. And I pray that he invested into a 401. So share this information. Gig workers, entrepreneurs, business owners, content creators who are relying on social media as their primary income really need to hear this. Because there are a lot of content creators who, to each his own, they come on these platforms and they allegedly talking about all of this money they're making. And if that's the truth, my first thought when I hear that as a businesswoman is I pray that they are investing into a 401. They got medical and dental on themselves. They're paying into the Social Security and Medicare. That they have a certified public accountant working with them. I'm praying that they know how to budget, and they're increasing their investment portfolio if they're allegedly making all this money. So this is real talk. And again, I want to thank all of my supporters. I want to thank everyone for supporting my channel, as I get ready to usher my channel into the year 2025. Nothing will be possible without all of the support of all of my supporters and viewers. So with that being said, simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.